Okay, welcome everybody to Training Tuesday. And today we are going to do some hard work. All right. We are going to plan out how you are going to earn this incentive. Now, you pick what level. You start looking and seeing what you want, what level you want to earn, and I want you to write that down at the top. Now, you just get out piece of paper, pen, good to go. And it doesn't have to look pretty. When you have it nailed down how you want to do it, then you can make it pretty and put it up or put it where you're going to see it or put it in a notebook or wherever you want to have it. But I want to make sure that you're putting it somewhere where you can see it and where it's going to inspire you. I'm also going to tell you right now, and I will probably say this at least once more before we are done, you're going to feel overwhelmed tonight. I promise you. You're going to look at this and it's going to seem overwhelming. It's going to seem damn near impossible, but I promise you it's not. It's just going to take determination, grit, hard work. You are going to have to dedicate yourself to this if you're going to want to do it, because I promise you it does not come easy, but when it does come, it's amazing. You just have to not give up. You have to get in the right headspace. And I promise you by the end of tonight, you're probably going to feel, like I said, so overwhelmed, but sleep on it and get after it tomorrow. Okay. Give yourself a day to just kind of breathe it in, but then we're getting after it because you can do this. People do this. We have how many people who earned Disney? Lots and lots. Everyone earns these. Not everyone, but everyone who works hard and wants it can earn these. So I'm going to go over the levels quickly and then we're going to dive into it. So just bear with me. I'm not looking at the Zoom screen anymore. I'm going to my Scentsy dashboard to read this off. Now you are responsible to know what you need to do after this point. You are responsible to go and look it up on the incentive tab. You are responsible to keep an idea of what you want, all right? Because only person who can earn this is you. All right, so here we go. The different trips you can earn. You can either earn, the first level is Scentsy Family Reunion, and that is 18,000 points. Okay, there are no sponsoring points required for that one. Just 18,000 points. It can be sponsoring points. That's great. And honestly, you should be getting sponsoring points because you're building a team. That's the whole reason why they put it in these incentives, is because building a team is going to help you grow in the long run. They're building these things to help you to have a better business by the end of these 6 months. Okay. So earning the first level means you get Scentsy Family Reunion paid for. Now, we'll go over, if you have questions about that, that'll all be in the FAQ on what that is, like what that all entails, what they all pay for. You can look at that up in your FAQ. Level 2 is to earn a trip for just you aboard the Alaskan cruise. Okay, that is 25,000 points, and you must have 4,500 sponsoring points. Must have for level 1 or for level 2, earning the cruise for 1. Okay. Level 3 is earning the cruise for 2. So that's you and someone you bring along. It has to be someone over the age of 16, and it cannot be a Scentsy consultant. Okay. You have to bring someone who is not affiliated with Scentsy and over the age of 16. Or, you can bring a nursing infant, but beyond that, those are the rules. For earning level 3 and the trip for 2 on the cruise is 45,000 points, and 8,000 of those points must be sponsoring points. Okay, 8,000 sponsoring points, 45,000 points overall. Then the top 75, and they will, keep us abreast of this. So if you're in the top 75, they will let you know. They will be going on a river cruise through the Netherlands and Belgium, and they get to bring a person along as well. So you need to pick right now what level you want to be at. there's no limit here. I mean, if you want to go for two, go for two. I mean, honestly, the only thing holding you back is you. So we're going to go over the point system. All right. I'm just looking to see if anybody else needs to be let in. Okay. So I want you to write down on the top of your sheet of paper right now what level you want to go for. Okay. Are you going for level 1 and hitting SFR? Are you going for level 2 and earning the cruise just for yourself? If you do that, you can buy someone else in. We don't know cost right now. Don't ask me. They will let them know as soon as all of this is over how much it'll be. Or do you want to go for level 3 and earn that second person for free? That's what I'm doing. I'm busting my ass. It's go big or go home. If I only earn for one, hey, I can still try to buy Mike in. Hey, I can still try to, work my booty off. Hey, there are plenty of things I can do with that, but ultimately I'm shooting for the big one. All right. So right on the top, which one you want to go for. You can do this. Be brave, be bold. All right. Believe in yourself. All right. Now I'm going to go over how you earn these points. First and foremost, if you earned points for the keep going, keep growing, I want you to write how many points you earned at the top of that. So if you earned level 1, you got 500 points. If you earned level 2, I think you got 1,500 points. And if you earned level 3, you got 3,000 points. So I want you to write, those are points you already have accounted for. Congratulations, way to go. You worked hard this summer and Scentsy is recognizing you and giving you a little boost for the next incentive, okay? So that's at the top. Next, okay. I want you to look at where you're at level-wise. Are you a lead consultant? Are you a certified consultant? Star consultant? Superstar? Okay. At the end of this, Scentsy is going to give you an activity bonus. All right. So if you're hitting your numbers, so let's say you are getting paid at title. So I'm a director. If I get paid at title during a month, I get 1,000 points. If you're a lead consultant, you get 100 points. If you're a star consultant, you get 300 points. If you're a superstar consultant, 500. A director gets 1,000. Star director gets 1,500 and superstar director gets 2,500. So I want you to take whatever level you were at, write it down and times it by 6. Because you're going to get paid at title every single month. Because that's going to help you get points. So write that down right now. If you're a certified consultant and you are not at a title, you're going to want to promote. You're going to want to start recruiting people so you can get those points, so you can rock those extra points, this incentive. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a second while you're writing that down. So again, I'm going to do it again. A lead consultant gets 100 points per month. Star consultant gets 300. Superstar consultant gets 500. And director gets 1,000. I don't think we have anybody higher than that on here. So, all right. Now, we're going to go over your promotions. I want you to look at where you plan, like what level you plan to promote to during this incentive. So if you're going to hit certified consultant, if you're an essential consultant, if you haven't certified yet, write down that you're going to get 1,000 points because you're going to go certified. All right. If you're a certified consultant and you want to hit lead, write down that you're going to get 1,500 points because you're going to promote to lead during this incentive period. All right, so you get 1,500 points for promoting to lead. If you plan on promoting to star consultant, write down that you're going to get 2,000 points for that. You can do it. All right. I'm not going to go over right now what you need to do to hit those numbers. That's in your catalogs. That's all over the place. That's something you can look at for yourself. You just need to know what level you want to promote to. If you're going to promote to superstar consultant, write down that you're going to get 3,000 points for that. Promotion points, okay? If you're going to hit director, 5,000 points. Write it down. I am going to hit director. If you're going to hit star director, write down that you're going to get 8,000 points. 8,000 points for star director. And then if you plan on promoting to superstar director, you get 10,000 points. How bananas would that be? Like, damn, if you could promote that much and get that during this incentive period, see on the top 75, I'll tell you what, that's where you'd be at. So I want you to look at this, and if you're, an essential or certified consultant right now, and you plan on going up to superstar consultant, I mean, you guys, that's like 6,000 points right there. That's 6,000 to 7,000 points if you're planning on promoting. That means you're gonna have to work your butt off with recruiting and hitting numbers, but it's so doable. And I will say this, and Brandy will say this, it is easier to hit these goals and promote and get on these trips if you're brand new than it is for me and her. Because you get all those personal promotion points when you're rocking your biz, and she and I don't get that anymore. She and I will get the 8,000 if we hit star during this time. But that's if we have someone who hits director underneath us. So it's a little harder to do. Doesn't mean we're not going to try. Doesn't mean we're not going to work our asses off. But I'm just saying, a little harder to do. So take a look at that. Write that down. All right. Now I want you to look underneath you and see if you have someone that you've already recruited that has not hit certified yet, and you think they will within the next 6 months. For each of those people, give yourself 250 points. All right, so let's say you just recruited someone last month and you know they're going to hit certified during this time. Give yourself 250 points. If you recruited someone 3 months ago and they're getting really close, give yourself 250 points for each person. If you recruited them before August 1st, you only get 250 points for them when they hit certified. Now, let's say you recruited someone today and you want them to hit certified by the end of this, you will get 1,000 points for them. So this is where those sponsoring points come in, okay? So if you're going for level 1, you don't need to worry about sponsoring points. You're only going for SFR, which is great. You don't need to worry about sponsoring points, but you can factor them in. If you're going for level 2, remember you need to have 4,500 points to get yourself on the cruise. And if you're going for level 3, you need 8,000. So that's going to include 2 things. That's going to include recruiting people and getting them to certified. And that's going to be getting certified consultants to lead, to start, and hire, okay? They're going to get, if they promote, you get 1,000 points, okay? So let's say you have 2 girls underneath you who are looking like they're going to hit lead. Put down that you're going to get 2,000 points for that. So I'm just looking at names here. So let's say Kristen and Rosa, I see your names right underneath my name. You are 2 girls underneath me and you're going to hit lead this season, and I'm going to help coach you to that. Once you 2 hit that, I get 2,000 points towards this goal. That means I need to recruit at least 6 people that are going to hit certified by the time this ends.
Molly, question.
All right. Yes.
Those sponsoring points for people promoting, they don't have to be new people signing up August and after. It's anyone.
Nope. Let's say you joined me a year ago and you've been a certified consultant and you decided, hey, I'm going to go for this trip. I want it. I want to hit lead. I want to hit superstar consultant. I want to go to the moon, right? And you start doing that. I get points. You get points. We all get points, and it's wonderful. So this just shows how mentoring and coaching is going to help your business. They're giving you points for this because this is important in our business, all right? If you're brand new and you're scared to promote, or I mean, you're scared to recruit and you're scared that you don't know enough, girl, we are here for you. All right. You are not doing this alone. If you don't have the answer, someone else does, or we can help you find it. You ask on our team pages and people are willing to help. You can ask your sponsor. You can ask your director. You can come to me. Okay. I'm not going to hold your hand through it. I'm going to help you through it. But don't worry, you are not going to be alone in this. All right. We all rise together. So don't be afraid if you think that you can't sponsor, because you can't. We are here to help. All right. So I want you to take a look and tell yourself, how many people, how many promoting points, how many sponsoring points do I need, and how am I going to do this? If you don't have anyone underneath you, you're going to need to get sponsoring. Okay. And it's so doable. You guys, you can host a split. You can get these people to 500 by helping them host their first party and then giving them that party. So yeah, they're getting 500 points and they're joining, but they're that much closer to certified, which means getting you that much closer to sponsoring points. So hostess flipping is going to be huge in getting you points this season. All right. You don't have to do this all now, just kind of write down some numbers, kind of take a look at it, and you'll really be able to play with this. That's why I said, it's not going to look pretty when you're first doing this, and you're going to be crossing stuff out and re-entering. That's fine. You're just going to get yourself an idea and then start narrowing it down once you see what the numbers look like. Okay. So we've gone through and we've looked at, okay, I see, I'm going to use Rosa again because your name's right here, Rosa. So I'm going to say, Rosa, hey, Rosa is going to be promoting to star consultant, and Kristen's going to be promoting to lead, and Audrey's going to be promoting to star. So that's 3 people that I think are going to move up. So I can add those points to my list because I'm going to help coach them there. But then I still need, if I'm going for level 2, I still need 5 more certified consultants. So that means I want to recruit at least 5. And why I say at least 5 is, you guys, you should be recruiting more, because we all know how it is, whether you've sponsored or not. You're going to get people who sign up and then do absolutely nothing. You're going to get people who sign up and have a little bit slower start, and they're just not going to be able to move the way that it sounds bad, move the way you want them to, because we want this trip so bad that we're like, oh, we want to work so hard, we want to go for it, but that might not be their journey. And you can't force that on them, okay? Everyone works their business differently, and that's a beautiful thing about this business. So you just have to love them where they're at, and then keep getting more so that you can get at these trips, okay? So letting people know about the opportunity, doing the hostess flipping. We've talked hostess and we've talked sponsoring, blue in the face, so I'm not going to go any further with that. But you really need to take a look at these numbers and what is doable and feasible and put them down. Okay, so that's the sponsoring points. And so either getting certified consultants or helping certified consultants promote, but they have to want it. You have to reach down and say, hey, I see you're at certified and you just recruited someone. Are you looking to promote to lead? How can I help you get there? And move on the journey together. All right. Then PRV consistency. So this is where sales gets in. You need to have at least 1,000 PRV each month to get PRV consistency. What that means is, out of the 6 months, you need to have 5 months where you're selling 1,000 PRV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. When you hit that, Scentsy gives you an extra 2,500 points. So I want you to write down right now PRV consistency, because you all are going to work your butts off. You are going to sell, 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 sell. You are going to promote. You are going to share. I hate saying sell. It sounds so terrible. Share, 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 because salesy, people can see right through it and they hate it. But you are going to share this Scentsy with everyone. So that way you are going to at least hit 1,000 PRV each month. and you are going to get that $2,500. All right. And then last but not least, I always add the PRV points because that one, for me, is the one that you can, it's variable, right? So if you're looking at it and you're like, okay, through all these points, this is what I'm going to get from sponsoring, from activity points, from, getting my friends certified, from helping us reach these levels. This is where I'm going to be at. And then you take where you want to be at. So let's say you want that trip for 2 on the cruise, you're going to take 45,000 points and you're going to subtract everything you already wrote down. And that's how much PRV you're going to want to earn in 6 months. Okay. So whatever that looks like, that's where you're going to want to be at. And that's where you might want to start looking at a gap. You might want to say, okay, that's a lot of PRV. I don't know if I can do all that, or I don't know if I want to do all that. Maybe I should try to recruit a few more people and get them to certified. Maybe I should put that hat on a little harder. Or, maybe I should, work a little harder with my downline and try to get more people to, promote. However that gap looks to you, that's where you're going to need to put the work in. Okay. So if you're like, let's say you're like, oh, I'm going to sponsor this many people and I'm going to get, half of them to certified, and you're sitting at like 20,000 points. Well, then you're going to need to sell about 28,000 in Scentsy for points. See what I mean? So that divided by 6 is roughly about 4,000 PRV a month. Where do you want to be at? This is the part where you're probably starting to feel overwhelmed. And you're looking at this and you're like, holy buckets, I don't know if I can do this, but you can, okay? It's okay to be overwhelmed. It's okay to be like, how am I going to do this? Because when you're looking at all these numbers at once, it can be overwhelming. It can be a little bit scary. But I promise you, when you sit with it and you work on it, it is going to work out for you. All right. So, taking a look at all this, sit with your numbers. If anyone needs help kind of planning this out, let me know. I'm happy to do one-on-one coachings with you and some real wake up moments, some, hello, come to Jesus stuff, because you're looking at this and you're probably like, holy buckets, like I said earlier. But it's doable. You can do this. You just have to decide you're going to do it, and you're not going to take no for an answer. You're not going to take all the no's for an answer. You're going to keep going until you get yeses. You're going to keep going. You're going to keep pushing through. You are going to get that 1,000 PRV a month. You are going to get that 2,000 PRV a month, whatever you need to do, because these trips are so unbelievably worth it. And it is possible, you guys. It really, really is. I mean, if you're looking at it and you're a certified consultant and you're looking at all the ways that you could promote, look at that. Look at what you need to promote. Look at all the points you can get from that. Guys, this is all on your workstation. This is all underneath the incentive tab. All you have to do is go to the incentive, how to earn. It's right there. It is right there. Okay? It just takes a little bit of planning of where you want to be at. And then what I like to do is I like to make myself a little piece of paper and I write down how many people, I put down, lines of how many people I'm going to sponsor. And then as I get those people, I write them in. And then as they certify, I put a check next to them. And then they can go into my little, point system. As I sell however much, I'm writing it down. I'm keeping track of where I'm at because I want it bad enough that I'm keeping track of every single little point. I'm checking my points every single day. It's an obsession, but it's fun to see the progress you're making. And then when you start getting closer and closer, you're like, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And you just keep pushing. And I promise you, you guys, it is so flippin' worth it. I mean, everything about these trips are incredible. And it looks like this one is going to be one of the best yet. So I really think that this is going to be the time for you to earn this trip, to see what this magic is about. And the best part about it is, as you're doing this, you're growing your business, you're gonna be making more money. You're gonna be making so much more money. It's gonna be mind blowing, and you're gonna love it. And you're gonna be so excited to see that hit your bank account, that you're gonna be like, oh, and I get a trip on top of this? Damn, all right, I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, I'm gonna open it up to some questions. Ask away. If you can't think of a question, you can always ask me later. If you want to do one-on-ones, let me know. I'm happy to help. Obviously, in this kind of setting, it's hard to do one-on-ones, but I am here for questions. Are you guys just all mind blown? Everyone's so quiet, just like.
Hey Molly, this is Julie.
Hey, Julie.
So I've been in for, it'll be 10 years next year, and recruiting is my Achilles heel. So how would you suggest to try to get over that hump initially? Because that's the most scary part of the whole thing. And kind of
telling
where to
yourself
start.
you're bad at recruiting. Mindset. Okay, so I feel the same way. You have to stop telling yourself you're bad at it, and you have to. I find my best way is hostess flipping, talking to the people that buy from you the most. So let's say you're my awesome customer, and I say to you, hey, Julie, you have parties with me and you're kicking butt. Why are you still paying me? Don't you want that money? Don't you want to join? And then tell them about everything that's going on right now. Tell them that if you flip that party, so if they have a $500 party, they're making $100 right there. Have you seen all this
Right.
stuff on the hostess flipping lately?
I've seen some of it. That's on my next list this week to go back and refresh on that to make sure I understand it in and out and how to do it.
Absolutely. There is a great video. If you search on our Together We're Better page, there's a great video by Christina Stainbrook that I shared. So you can search my name or you can search Christina Stainbrook, and she explains it beautifully, beautifully. And it really, I mean, honestly, it's so easy. And especially then if you flip them and you can't give them a party if you use a hostess kit. But if you, let's say, I say, okay, let's get you to join. We get your party to 500. I did this with one of my girls, Crystal, and she's a total rock star now. She paid the 99, and then I flipped that party to her, and she got paid back right away. So on that next Scentsy paycheck, she made her $100 back. So she essentially still joined for free. She got the bigger kit. She hit shooting stars, so she got to, get all that other stuff. If you do that right now, that shooting star kit is free.
Right.
So they'll get their hostess kit free. They'll get that shooting star kit free, and then they're halfway to certified for these points. So it's all just finding someone, and honestly, asking absolutely everybody. And I know it's daunting, and I know it's overwhelming to feel like, oh my God, everyone keeps saying no. Everyone keeps saying no. But I promise you there will be yeses. I promise you. It's just continuing to ask. And I know it gets discouraging, but I'm being truthful when I say, once you start asking everyone, it's amazing how many people you have joining your team.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hope that helps.
Oh no, it's just like you said, it's just looking I'm a numbers cruncher. So when you look at numbers, I want to go for 2, that just seems so far away. It's like focus on 2, and then if I hit that and then push for 3.
I have a little bit of advice for you, Julie. So like things that I've been telling my team as to, if you're a little bit down in the sponsoring game, you have to challenge yourself. So you have your list of 100 that you eat, sleep, live, breathe by,
Yep.
following that for, connections. So I always say pick out a fab 5. So from that list of 100, pick out 5 people that you're like, wow, I would love these 5 rock stars on my team. I know that they would do really well at sales because, they have really good social media connection, or, they own a business, or they would just be really good. Their kids are in 5,000 different sports. Take those 5 people and get your nerve, message each person about what's happening right now with I'm calling it like a super join, and offer to do their launch party for them, because then you're giving them the best possible start that you can, and they're not feeling intimidated by it either, because you can say to them like, listen, all that it's going to take is you joining, and then like, let's say 5 of your friends putting an order in, and you've already hit that. But definitely do it in groups of 5, because if you just reach out with your list of 100 and go, I'm reaching out to all these people, it's going to be so overwhelming, and you just won't be able to catch up with messages. So pick 5, reach out to those 5 people, and offer the awesome kit we have. Also show them what's in the shooting star free kit, and you'll be good to go. I promise you. Like, what I'm doing for like all these people that are messaging me about this air purifier, I'm sharing, okay, well, if you're willing to purchase that air purifier in Canada, it's $330. Why don't we do why don't I help you host a party, and you can invite your friends, and your friends can help you earn all of this stuff. And I just send them a picture of it. And they're like, what? How can I can get all of that for X amount of dollars? Like, they're just kind of overwhelmed by how much they're getting for the less price. So if you have anybody that's interested in the air purifier, that's another really good angle too.
Okay.
Sorry if I just talked in circles.
Nope.
Nope, you're fine. You're fine. Thank you for that, Brittany. That's a really good idea. Anyone else have questions? Please don't be shy, because quite honestly, you might be thinking something that other people are thinking of too, but might be nervous to say. And there's no stupid questions, y'all. Okay. We're all in this together. We've all had those questions before. Brandy and I have done this before, so we know, and we're here to help. So please just ask. I'm gonna take a drink. Take a second.
I have a question. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yes, we can.
All right, thanks. Okay, I'm gonna go back because I just got confused when she asked about the sponsoring on the flipping the party. So it's not a good idea to flip the party and give them the hostess kit, like that $59 kit.
You can. That's absolutely fine. If that's the way they want to go, that's perfect. The thing is they're not going to get the points then if they do the 59 kit. So they're not going to get that, let's say they earn that $500 kit. If they want to use the host kit, you aren't going to be able to give them that party, if that makes sense. But if they pay for the 99 kit, so what you say is, hey, you're still getting it free, but you're going to get a bigger kit. Your party's at $500. So you're going to get $500, plus you're going to hit Shooting Star and get all this other stuff free. And on your next paycheck, you'll get paid back what you paid. So yeah, they have to pay the $100 now, but they get a lot more in the long run. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Because like so let's say you have $500 party with me, and you say, oh, I just want to do the host kit. Well, that's fine. I mean, that's great. Perfect. But then I still get that PRV. I get that 500 PRV, and you have to start from scratch. So you won't have any PRV, and then you'll have to work it up. But if we have you do it, then you're already close to that sponsoring point. You're already close to getting the
Shooting
certified.
star.
Yes.
Okay, that's right.
And you're halfway to certified. So that's getting you closer to 1,000 points for you. That's getting you closer to another 1,000 points for me. So ultimately, if I were to give you that party and have you sign up for 100, I'm going to be making more points in the end because I'm going to be getting 1,000 points when you hit certified instead of just the 500 points for PRV.
Okay.
I know that's a lot.
No,
I know
that's
this.
I have a question on that too then, Molly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
so
no,
let
you're
me
welcome.
clarify this. So if somebody wants to do a host flip for in Canada at 77,
Mhm.
they don't get the PRV towards points. Sorry, I'm super confused.
Okay. All right. Okay, let me just, okay.
And is
So,
it
all right.
because of the incentive right now? And
Well, if you have, so, okay, here we go. You're having a party with me. Hi, you just had a party with me. You got it to 500. So I can either give you the host kit free with your host rewards, or you can buy your kit and then I can give you the party. Because I mean, let me double check on this, but I'm pretty sure you can't give someone the party after you've already given them the host rewards and you enter the party yourself.
yeah,
I may be wrong, but I have a feeling I'm not.
like I know when you're doing a party flip, as long as it's in the same month, can you not call head office and they transfer the PRV to that person that
Let
just
me ask on this. I want to say no, but now I'm questioning it. So let me ask and I will get back to you on this.
okay, because I have in the past transferred PRV to
After they use the host kit,
yeah after
not
they-
like the full 9, like not the full like big kit.
no, just the hostess exclusive.
Well, then maybe you can't. Okay, I'm gonna double check on this, guys.
Okay, yeah,
Because
it's good
this
to know
a game.
rather than all of us being a little bit in the gray.
yeah, because then they could really get it for free. And then, oh, okay. Let me check on all this. I will get back to you guys on this. I will find out for sure. I will call support tomorrow and see, or I will contact. Yeah, I'll contact support to see tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know. Yeah. Audrey asks, so do you have to sponsor at least 2? It all depends on what level you want, Audrey. If you want level 2, which is just you going to the going to Alaska, then you need 4,500 points. So it's not just sponsoring them to certified, and so that would mean 4 people sponsoring and hitting certified, or having people underneath you. If you already have people underneath you, if they were to hit lead or and then promote to star, or however they get those points, you get 1,000 points for either of that. So it all depends on what level you want. If you want level 3, you need 8,000 sponsoring points. So that's either sponsoring and coaching them to certified, or coaching existing consultants underneath you to a higher level. Does that make sense, Audrey? And it all depends on which level you want to. If you want level 1, if you want just SFR, you don't have to sponsor anyone. There's no sponsoring points required. But the Alaska levels do require sponsoring. Anyone else with questions? And if you think of something afterwards and you want to post it in the team page in the comments, feel free to. Or if you want to message me one-on-one, feel free to, because I know it can be overwhelming. Okay. Give it one more second. All right, guys. Well, then we will end it here. Again, feel free to ask me any questions when you have them. I know you're probably all mind blown right now. I expected that. This can be a lot, but you can do this. You can do this. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your abilities, and you have to stay in the positive mindset that this is going to happen for you. All right. So we're going to make it.
And
Sorry, what?
and you have to make a plan. You have
Yes.
to sit down now that you have these points in front of you and your goals and kind of where you want to be and what level you want to hit. You actually have to say, okay, this is how much I need to sell each month. This is how many people I need to sponsor. You need to actually go into your reporting tab of your workstation and see who is in your first front line and see if they're certified right now. Let's message each one of those people and help them get to lead. See who your leads are that are going to get to star, and so on and so forth, because those would be easy points, because those people are already working their business, and that work smarter, not harder. If you feel that you are not good at sponsoring, which that's baloney, because everybody is good at sharing the experience, you just have to start doing it. Then focus on the front line that you have now, because if you already have a team, utilize the points that are already there, the potential, and obviously still be reaching out to people for sponsoring, because we don't want to be sitting here in, let's say, December, and then all of a sudden be like, wow, I had a really good November, December, January. I wish August to October would have been just as good. But it can be. You just have to set those goals. Sorry,
It all
that's
starts.
yeah, and it's not too late. Like, it's only the 3rd of August. Make your goal, put it on paper, put it on the fridge, and make it visual everywhere you go so that you can see it and you manifest it and make it your thing. And honestly, like, your family's going to think that you're funny and crazy and whatnot, but they're going to be the ones that, you're going to be laughing at them come January and be like, I'm going on an Alaskan cruise and you thought I was ridiculous. And guess what? I earned another spot. Who wants to come? All you laughing hyenas, you can pull straws.
Amen.
Yep.
Amen. A year from now, you're going to be looking back at the pictures, because it's going to be in June. You're going to be looking back at the pictures and you're going to be like, I'm so glad I worked my ass off to get that trip. Promise you. Promise you. All right. Well, thank you all for coming. If anyone wants me to work with them, please just ask. And I hope you all have a fabulous night. We'll see you later.
Thanks.